frontier wasn't for the faint of heart. A man could die from the elements, the wildlife, or the barrel of a gun before sundown on any given day. Life was cheap, death was common, and mercy, well, was scarce as water in August. These lands bred men hard as the rocky soil they walked on, most with personalities about as charming as a rattlesnake with a toothache. They'd shoot you for looking at them wrong and rob your corpse before you hit the ground. Now the women folk, well, they were a different story. They may have been just as tough, but at least they'd smile pretty while putting a bullet in your chest. Guess you could call that progress. As my old grandpappy used to say, a woman will kill you slower than a man, but you'll thank her for the extra time. The Shepherd King ain't just about a boy with a sling who became the big man with a badge. It's about how power corrupts even the best of us, while true greatness lies in the mercy we show when vengeance would be easier. In a land where most men lived and died by the gun, young David understood that sometimes the bravest thing is holstering your weapon when you've got every right to draw, proving that even in the wildest of wests, the Lord favors a righteous heart over a quick trigger finger. Into this unforgiving territory rode Sheriff Saul. Folks still remember when preacher Samuel pinned that star on his chest. Saul stood tall then, a man chosen by the Almighty himself to bring law to a lawless land. For a time he did just that. But something happened to Saul along the dusty trail. Maybe it was the power, maybe it was the blood on his hands, or maybe it was just the darkness that lives in all men. Whatever the cause, the righteous sheriff began to twist and turn like a wind-bent juniper. His justice got personal, his mercy dried up, and his soul grew as dark as a moonless night. The situation got so bad that old preacher Samuel, with tears in his eyes, knew the Lord had rejected Saul. The time had come to find a new man to wear the star. That's when young David appeared, just a shepherd boy with quick hands and a quicker draw. Wasn't much to look at, standing there with his lean frame and sun-weathered face. But when the Philistines sent their meanest gunslinger to terrorize the town, a mountain of a man they called Goliath, it was David who stepped forward, and like the fastest gun in the West he was known for, one shot. That's all it took. One perfectly placed shot between the eyes, and Goliath fell like a felled oak. The townsfolk took to David like ducks to water after that, and the ladies, well, let's just say the young shepherd wasn't spending too many nights alone under the stars. A man who can shoot like that tends to attract a certain kind of attention, but beneath those quick-draw hands beat a heart that knew the Lord. For all his fighting prowess, David was a man after God's own heart, singing psalms under the night sky and showing mercy where others would show malice, even as Saul's madness grew and his attempts on David's life multiplied. The young shepherd refused to raise a hand against the Lord's anointed, and though he had every chance and reason to put Saul in the ground, David chose the harder path. Even his friendship with Saul's son Jonathan, a bond stronger than blood, wouldn't lead him to betray his principles. This is the tale of the Shepherd King, a story of power and mercy in a land that understood one but seldom saw the other.
from the house round the bend. You let me down and I thought we were friends.
David.
I'm gonna get him!
Don't do it, boss. Not here, boss. Too many witnesses.
It's me again. You got the letters.
All right, hit it, girls.
It's so good. I'm just down here surviving the best that I can.
Sheriff Saul has slain dozens, but David, he has slain hundreds.
Should I take him out, boss?
Let him breathe for now. His time will come.
Now, friends, you're looking at a situation that's stickier than Aunt Mabel's molasses on a hot summer day. You see, our good old anointed shepherd has done caught himself the unwanted attention of Liberty County's finest. And when I say finest, well, that's just a manner of speaking.
What would it profit? Ooh, profit a man to gain this world, but lose his soul. No, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Yeah.
Well, hello there. Look what we have. Sorry, boy. This thing has got a mind of its own lately. Well, I hope I didn't ruin y'all's night with my little ruckus. You know, sometimes I just have my moments. Good night, y'all go back to having y'all's fun.
Saul, what in God's name has gotten into you?
Well, friends, when a man of the law starts scheming in these parts, it usually means someone's headed for a heap of trouble, faster than a tumbleweed in a tornado.
They give him hundreds, and me only dozens. Next thing, I'll be wanting to pin the sheriff's star on you.
Aw, he's just a shepherd boy who can shoot straight.
Not just a shooter, something in his eyes. Samuel's got plans for him, I can tell.
And the Lord said unto Samuel, How long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn with oil, and go. I will send thee to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Well, friends, that there is a man after the Almighty's heart, if I ever saw one.
Howdy, Davy. Come on in to the door and have a seat. Got a proposition for you, boy. I offer knowing you to deputy. So, Deputy Davy, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna ride out to a pasture territory Those savages, they've been raiding. You bring me back 100 scalps. Mr. David's got his hundreds. Got that?
Oh, come on now, Paul. What are you doing? That's suicide. David's family. You gonna send him on a mission like that?
Yeah, that's mighty generous of you, Sheriff. If I do this for you, I want your daughter's hand in marriage.
You do this valiant thing to me. My oldest daughter, Miriam. You will surely have my blessing.
Oh my God, Daddy, really? Me and David married?
Riding out to Apache territory, for you, it'll be an honor. Having your daughter's hand in marriage, oh, I'd be obliged. Except for one thing, you don't expect me to come back, do you?
Well, I may be the big bad sheriff, but that there is between you and the Apaches.
Sheriff Saul ain't just expecting our boy to come back alive, which is asking plenty, considering where he's headed, but to go above and beyond them demands he's laid out. Now, I don't know about you, but when a man like Sheriff Saul starts setting impossible tasks, he ain't exactly hoping for success, if you catch my drift.
Son of a gun, shut up. 200 scalps. What am I gonna do with 200 scalps? Well, I think it's time we send the shepherd boy a message.
Sure.
Wow, it's been a long time. You are looking good. How you been?
You got your scalps, 200 of them. Where's my bride?
Oh, yeah. Well, about that. You've been gone a long, long time. Well, seemed like just soon as you left town, here come that little sidewinder, Adriel. Ask you for Miriam's hand in marriage. So what I do? I gave him my blessing.
No, Sheriff, you really do try my patience, don't you? Now, we had a deal. This is how you do business?
Now, before you go getting all broken-hearted on me. How about my daughter, Miha? She really loves you, David. If you want to marry her, you have my entire blessing to do so.
Much obliged. See to it, Miha is at the altar Saturday at noon.
Yeehaw! Well, now that's what I'm talking about. Back, I'll walk down the aisle myself.
you know it, by the time the dust had settled on Main Street and David had tipped his hat goodbye, them matrimonial intentions of his had done switched directions faster than a tumbleweed in a windstorm. Yes, sir, he came for one sister, but left with his sights set on the other.
Real fine eating here, darling. You're becoming as good a cook as your mama.
Yes, it's mighty fine chow here. Mighty fine.
Thanks, y'all. I'm much obliged. Now that David and me is getting married.
David. Can't this family go 5 minutes without our utterance of their name? You know what? I got a better idea. Why don't I just tell y'all a little story about David? Summer of 78. I was barely 20. Green a sage after spring. Joined a posse out of Fort Noe, tracking a band of Philistines who raided a settlement. 7 days in, our water ran out. Heat like you never felt. Air so dry, it would crack your skin. About the 8th day, I got separated. Found myself in a narrow canyon. Then I heard it, soft as a whisper. Footsteps on the rock. 3 Philistine warriors watching me like I was already in the ground. They had me dead to rights. But they didn't shoot. Didn't even raise their weapons. Just circled me. One of them, face painted half black, half white, he just smiled. Then they left, vanished, left me there with my canteen slashed, 50 miles from water. By all rights, just like me, he was supposed to die out there. Instead, he returns victorious. The Lord is with him. He is coming for my star.
Paul, maybe it's time to accept that David...
No, as long as I draw breath, he will never ever take what's mine. Never, ever, ever.
Hey, this is your main man, Rockin' Ronnie, coming in at you with the hottest gossip and the freshest tunes. Now hold on to your hats, folks. I've got some news that's gonna break some hearts across the county. That's right, ladies. The most eligible bachelor in town is officially off the market.
Oh my God.
Deputy David is set to tie the knot with the sheriff's daughter, the lovely Me All. Coming up next on your radio dial is the smash hit from those hometown heroes we all know and love. Daddy's Daughter by the Ghosts of Liberty. Turn it up, Liberty County.
Daddy didn't raise no fool, wouldn't let her date a boy till he taught her how to shoot. And Daddy didn't play no games, wouldn't let her trade her name for a fake I do. Boy, you better know what you're getting into. This ain't no shotgun wedding that you're used to. The target is you.
Congratulations, Deputy. Heard you're getting married.
Much obliged.
In a dirty white dress with a fully loaded magazine.
Well, howdy there, friends. Just sliding in between these two toe tappers to remind y'all that today's the big day over at the Old Oak Church. Ain't nothing quite like small town love, is there? So if y'all hear them church bells ringing, send up a little prayer for the happy couple as they start their journey together. Now let's get back to the music that keeps this town's heart beating.
I'm gonna love you the Adaptation Hotel. Yippee!
Y'all stick around now. This family feud's just getting warmed up, and I got me a feeling there's gonna be more fireworks than the 4th of July before this tale is through.
David, wake up.
What is it?
It's Paul's men. Quickly, escape out the back.
We're gonna have to have a long talk about my in-law.
There's no time for that. Sneak out the back. I'll stall them for you.
Get a message to Jonathan. Tell him to meet me at the hidden place. He'll know.
I love you, David. Don't you worry about a thing, my love. Father God is with you.
Tell you what, having the sheriff as your new father-in-law is about as comfortable as sleeping on a bed of cacti in these parts. Poor Meehall's caught between her new husband and her daddy like a rabbit between two hungry coyotes. And if there's one thing we know about Sheriff Saul, it's that he don't take kindly to folks who outshine him in Liberty County.
He won't stop, David. Not till you're in the ground.
All due respect, I don't understand why your paw has it in for me so bad. I've never wanted his star, Jonathan. Never.
I know that, but he don't. His mind's going dark. When the time comes, and it will, remember me and mine.
On this day, my brother Jonathan, I forged a covenant between the house of David and house of Jonathan, based upon loyalty, dignity, and devotion. Now, we must go.
After that secret powwow with Jonathan, our boy David had to ski-daddle from Liberty County. David's leadership was tested. His men got so hungry, they were eyeballing their boots like they might be beef jerky in disguise. But our resourceful renegade always managed to rustle up victuals when the situation looked drier than week-old cornbread.
Afternoon, Mr. Nabal.
What brings you to my establishment, stranger?
Name's David. Me and my boys been riding the perimeter of your land for some time now, keeping the outlaws and the Philistines at bay.
I ain't asked for no protection.
Well, perhaps not directly, but your shepherds can attest. We've been guarding your flocks from raiders.
I don't know you, mister. Don't know where you come from. Every drifter these days claims to be something special.
Now, we've been watching over your property for months. Now, my men are hungry. All I'm asking is some provisions.
Why should I give my hard-earned goods to some saddle tramp claiming to be the next lawman? You ain't wearing no badge yet.
Might wanna reconsider your position, Mr. Nabal.
My goodness! What's all this commotion about?
This saddle tramp claims he's been protecting our property. Now he wants payment.
Why? Are you, David, the one they speak of from back east? The man who stood against Goliath Phillips in the county seat?
Yes, ma'am. Although that tale grows each telling.
So I've heard the cowhands speak highly of you and your men. They say you've kept our western pastures safe when the marshal couldn't be bothered.
Abigail, this is none of your concern. Get back inside.
Please forgive my husband. The sun has addled his manners today. Why don't you just go right on into the store and take whatever you and your men need? Consider it a proper thank you for your protection.
I most kind of you, man.
Now see here.
Hush! Now, husband, these men have done us a service, and I won't have it said the naval household doesn't honor its debts. I do declare a man of your caliber is a rare sight in these parts. When you return as sheriff, perhaps you might join us for supper.
Oh, I would be honored, Mrs. Nabal.
Please call me Abigail. Go on now. Take what your men need.
Not long after that less than cordial meeting between David and old Nabal, the wealthy rancher found himself punched a one-way ticket to the great beyond. But as my grandpappy used to say, when the Lord closes a coffin, he sometimes opens a wedding chapel. That's right, y'all. The lovely and resourceful Abigail became the newest Mrs. David. Faster than you can say, till death do us part. Y'all stick around now, because when the Almighty starts arranging marriages in these parts, you can bet your last silver dollar the story's just getting interesting.
Hold up, y'all. Got to go is.
Today, I got the drop on you. The Lord put you in my hands, but I won't do harm to a man anointed by the Most High as sheriff.
Well now, you a better man than me, David. If the roles were reversed, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
So,
I guess I owe you one now, huh? Tell you what, I gave you 20 minutes head start.
then we coming for ya. Now get. Now get.
The Almighty served up a golden opportunity, sweeter than stolen honey. David could end his troubles quicker than a bolt of desert lightning. Y'all hold on to your hats now, because in Liberty County, a man's character gets measured in moments just like this one.
Speak, old man.
Sheriff's gone after the Philistines again, but this time they were waiting. Ambush. They've got him surrounded at Dead Man's Ridge.
Good riddance. Let that old devil turn to dust.
All right, everybody. I need y'all all to gather around now.
Man,
The beauty of Israel is slain upon thy high places. How are the mighty fallen? Mount up. We ride to Dead Man's Ridge.
Folks, after all them years of ducking and dodging, old David finally got the word from upstairs. Yep, the big man himself. Turns out it's high time he packed up his troubles and headed on home.
I only got 2 left.
Well, make them count, son.
I intend to, bro. When I give the signal, make a run for that ravine. You might make it back to town.
Well, I ain't leaving you, son.
One of us has to make it back to town.
Jonathan, no!
Oh, Jonathan, no. You have taken everything. I will not die on my knees.
Well, folks, that right there's the bitter end of old Sheriff Saul. Now, he might have took a wrong turn down a mighty dark road, but don't let that fool you. He was still anointed clear as day. That's why David, bless his heart, never could bring himself to pull the plug on the old lawman. But you see, the Almighty's got a plan for every last one of us. Yep, even for a shepherd boy turned giant slayer. And now, it's David's turn.
My good people, Liberty County, I stand before you today with a humble heart and steady resolve. First, I must express my deepest gratitude for the trust you've placed in me by pinning the star upon my chest. As I take up this mantle of responsibility, I'm reminded of words from the good book in 2 Samuel chapter 2. It speaks of loyalty and kindness, saying, "And now the Lord shew kindness and truth unto you, and I also will requite you this kindness, because ye have done this thing. Therefore now let your hands be strengthened, and be ye valiant. For your master Saul is dead, and also the house of Judah have anointed me king over them." Like those ancient words, I pledge my kindness and faithfulness to each and every one of you. Though our previous sheriff has hung up his badge, you have chosen me to take his place, and I am to honor that choice with every breath in my body. The frontier is harsh, and lawlessness lurks and our borders, but know this: I will be strong and brave in the face of those who would bring harm to our town. The outlaw who thinks to test our resolve will find only swift justice. To the good men who've agreed to serve as my deputies, I extend my hand in partnership. Together, we'll stand as a bulwark against the wilderness beyond. To the merchants, farmers, and honest folk who built this town from nothing but dust and determination, Your peaceful commerce and neighborly ways are what we protect. So let it be known from the mountains to the plains that Liberty County stands for justice. Our doors are open to the decent and law-abiding folk, while the wrongdoers will find no quarter here. My Father God, watch over us all as we forge ahead into this new chapter. Thank you and good day.
So all the elders of Israel came to the king to Hebron, and King David made a league with them in Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years. In Hebron, he reigned over Judah 7 years and 6 months, and in Jerusalem, he reigned 30 years over all Israel and Judah. And then the Lord took him from this earth.
What could we see from the highest height? What good are wings if I'm afraid to fly? All of the tremors that I have inside got me scared. Will you be there? If we're the last to learn that we crash and burn, and we'll never make it. If the smoke don't clear, could we face our fear that we never make it? Is it a chance we're taking? 'Cause I just